welcome to Docket Theater's Writers video. My name's Evan O'Donnell, and I wrote A Farewell Party.
And I'm Rosamund Small, and I wrote Performing Occupy Toronto.
And the two plays are being put together in a double bill titled Staging a Rebellion. Docket Theater is staging a rebellion. So, Farewell Party is about two young women aged 18 and 21 in New York in the year 1924, and they are heiresses to their father's wealthy estate and his high social status. And they decide that they're not happy with their sunny, boring, mapped out lives, and that they'd rather seek out something greater and more important and more closer to their hearts. And therefore they come up with a plan to run away to Europe, as a lot of young Americans did at that period of time. And the play follows them for a week before they run away, as they complete all their final preparations and deal with any last-minute arrangements. And it concludes with a big farewell party in their gigantic estate.
And Performing Occupy Toronto is about, as you would expect, the protests, the Occupy protests in St. James Park last year. And it's a word-for-word from real-life show. So it's a dialogue from real-life interviews and video footage and media that I have collaged together into a show about all the time that the protest was living camped out in that park.
So what inspired me to write A Farewell Party initially was the era, because it's a very interesting time politically. There's a lot of social and cultural change happening, and that alone is just inspiring and important, I think. But also the era has a certain sort of charm to it that has been applied to it over the years, being a roaring 20s. And it was a lot of fun working with that sort of fantasy charm, playing it up here, using it, but also kind of shaking it up a bit and aggravating it a little bit. But what kept me writing the play once I started was writing about a family and writing about a pair of sisters, because that was really important to me. And I think that the relationship between the two sisters works well with this backdrop of political change and social unrest.
And I really wanted to write about Occupy Toronto because I wasn't sure about the movement before I went to the park, because I had a lot of trepidation about these ideas and what this protest was all about. And when I went there, I wasn't immediately taken with it exactly, but I was just so struck by the people who were living in this park and coming to this park every day. It was so extraordinary, and all of the things that they were doing were so larger than life and theatrical and so important to them. And even though it is a very political show, obviously it's a show about people protesting and rebelling, it's also very personal for the people that were there, and I was so struck by that and interested in that, so I thought that would make a great story.
So, now that you know what the plays are about, we hope very much that you come see them, because Docket Theater is staging a rebellion June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at the Helen Gardner Phelan Playhouse.
And for more information, check out dockettheater.com. Also, Docket Theater is on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and there's going to be lots of other future videos just like this.
So, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for what's next on the docket.
Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single